Hello everybody. So I kind of wanted to talk about like merchandise a little bit. I feel like for most people who are geeks, a lot of times it can be really fun to buy things from our favorite like music artists or TV shows or movies. For me, it's heavy on the movies and cartoons. I just want to let people know that you have options outside of just buying whatever is marketed towards you. You can actually make your own merchandise, which can be really fun, original, and you can kind of make whatever you want. I'm just going to show a few of the items that I've made for like movies and stuff that I like. Obviously, everyone's different, so you can customize things to how you want it, but I'm just going to show some of the stuff that I've made. So first are these notebooks. I made a YouTube tutorial showing how to make these, but they were just based on movies that I liked because it was around back to school season and I wanted to show like fun ways you can DIY cute notebooks. So this is from the movie Perfect Sisters. I love this movie. I don't think anyone else likes it. Well, I know some people have to like it because when I post about it online, I saw some people saying like, oh yeah, I love that movie. I'm like, yeah. But I love this movie, so I had to make a notebook of it. But this is literally just like a plain composition book. I love like journaling and I write a lot, so I have a million notebooks. So this is like added to the collection of notebooks I'm gonna use. And then I have the movie 13. I think a lot of people know this movie because I've seen it talked about more on social media, but I watched this movie for the first time maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, and I just remember I watched this right after watching Kids, and I don't know, it just has a special place in my heart. I have it on DVD, boom, and I just really like this movie, so having a cute little notebook of the characters I enjoy. Plus it just looks cool, like psh, I think it looks totally cool. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna stand up for. This t-shirt, did I make this t-shirt? No, I did not. Let me explain. I actually bought this shirt from Five Below like 2 or 3 years ago. It's the Fairly Odd Parents, and I love the Fairly Odd Parents. At the time that I saw this shirt, I immediately bought it because I was like, Fairly Odd Parents merchandise? So I was like, you know, because it's such an old show. Well, not really. It went on for so many seasons, but I was surprised that they were selling like merchandise of it in modern day. So I bought it. And when I first bought it, I wore it a lot. And then after a while, it kind of turned to like a sleep shirt, which is fine. But I pretty much got a pair of scissors and I just cut it up. So now I can wear it more in public and I feel like it actually looks cute instead of just looking like an oversized graphic tee. It feels more like a design, I guess. So yeah, I just cut the neck of this to make it like off the shoulder. I'm wearing a pink tank top underneath. You can still see the Fairly Odd Parents like design and everything. And then the back is just like this design. I don't know what you call that, but it's that design. And then, sorry, you can see my pajama pants. Don't look. And then the bottom, I cropped it, so that's a lot shorter now. So technically, I didn't make this, but I altered it to make it cuter. So I'm gonna include it anyways. And the next thing, oh my god, more notebooks. I make a lot of notebooks. But yeah, I made this like rhinestone Hello Kitty notebook. I made a YouTube video showing how to make this as well, so there's a tutorial up. It's actually really dark right now because the sunlight is going down, so you can't tell how sparkly it is, but in real life, it's like a disco ball. So sparkly. Can you see the sparkles, sparkle, sparkle? It's just a super sparkly rhinestone notebook. This took a lot of hours, but it's pretty much just a regular notebook, but I just glued a shit ton of rhinestones to it. But it's cute because it's Hello Kitty, and there are probably very few people on the planet who are as crazy as I am that they would spend hours rhinestoning a Hello Kitty notebook, but it was so cute. But you don't have to do Hello Kitty. You can do like SpongeBob or I don't know. I keep thinking of stuff that I like, but you know, you can do like whatever you like. Okay, I guess I'll show the bag that may or may not be in the thumbnail. It's this pink like Domo bag. I have had such an obsession with Domo lately. I don't know why. I just think it's such a cute character. So yeah, I just made this pink like Domo tote bag, which is very adorable to me. On the inside, I have Hello Kitty fabric. But the Domo face, I use felt to make it. If you want to use fabric, that probably would maybe last longer, but I cut out pieces of felt and then I hand sewed it on. That's what I did. So I thought that was like the cutest thing ever. It has a tie in the middle, so I can like, you know, tie it into a bow or whatever. So it's super cute. There's a million tutorials on how to make tote bags. I do have a sewing machine, but if you don't have a sewing machine, you could probably hand sew it. It would just take longer. But you can buy sewing machines for pretty cheap. I saw a sewing machine at the thrift store for like 20 bucks, like a week ago. So look around, you can probably find one. And last, I'm just gonna show another notebook that I made. It's this Domoka notebook. Can you tell I'm obsessed with Domo? But they're just little pink and purple domos, and they have their cute mouths, and they're in a cute grassland with clouds. And I think this is so cute. You can see the notebook peeking through. I was being kind of lazy. You probably should like paint it white, just a white notebook, and then glue the felt on top. But yeah, this is made out of felt. It's literally felt. Felt costs like $1/4 per sheet, so pretty affordable. But yeah, you can paint the notebook white, then glue the felt on top and make whatever design you want. I did Domo, but you can do like Mickey Mouse or How to Grinch Stole Christmas or Hello Kitty or any design. Honestly, these are just a few ideas for things you can do. You can do an endless amount of things. I just want to put in everyone's head that you have the option of making your own merch. Everyone is like obsessed with trying to buy a bunch of merch, and it's like, you know, you can just make stuff yourself. I used to be like a huge collector and really into collecting, and after I started kind of making more like merch and stuff like that myself, I don't have as much of a desire to like collect and buy a bunch of shit. I feel pretty satisfied with just like making things. Like, thank God I made this instead of like going online and buying a Domo tote bag. It would have been like way more expensive. And because I made it, I can like alter the design to make it look however I want. So if you want a tutorial on anything in particular, let me know. I feel like everything is pretty simple. I explained everything fairly simply, I think. And if I didn't, you can like tell me in the comments. But that's all I have to say for this video. Peace out. Make love. Yeah, peace out. Oh god. And like 2 or 3 of you. I'm wearing a pink tank top. I'm wearing a pink tank top. I'm wearing a pink tank top underneath. Okay. So I sold SEW. I made this like apps are just, what am I trying to say?